Hey, that time got a
Yay.
notification. Well, I guess I never get notifications. Hey, I think we're going now
We live?
for round 2. When are you going to release the... Wait, let me make sure you can hear me first before I start talking. Well, that's a much quicker response. Okay, I can't get the stream to load. I'm going to assume it's going. When will the website be up? Or when are we going to release it? I guess like in an hour.
Yeah, we will be launching very soon. That's what this whole stream is about, is to officially launch Emerald Scales. And yeah, this is exciting. This is what we've been waiting for. Put in a lot of work. You saw the little video we made just about signing the documents for the LLC. And yesterday we got confirmed for the LLC. So now we are literally ready to launch.
Yeah, so the chat is right over my face. Is that? Hold on. Let's put that in the middle. There we go. Look at that. I could just turn it off, but
That's so weird.
it's a bit weird.
It looks so cheap. Like it doesn't. Like it's not like good graphically.
Okay, anyway, we'll just leave that for now. So, I was right. It is working. We've got 40 people now.
Yay!
Welcome. Hello, moderators. So we have a few specific things to talk about. Other than that, you can just ask questions whenever, as usual. Whether it's about emeralds, I guess preferably about emerald scales, but we're not too picky.
Yeah, ask us anything you want about our animals, about how it's going to work, anything and everything. We are excited to tell you and educate you.
I look
about
better with the
emerald
words
scales.
on my face. There it is. And we have a delay. It's about a 30-second delay, which my connection's not fast enough to speed that up, unfortunately. Why are you all here? I don't know if you're international or if you're just watching in class. Or if you're like...
Yeah, people
don't
don't
go to
have any
school.
respect for class in school.
That's true. I wasn't exactly I fell in the line there. Well, anyway, so right now I figure the site is just a welcome page, but I mean a coming soon page, but we'll change that.
And we'll actually do that live so you guys can see publishing the site and everything. Do you want to talk about animals first, I guess?
Sure. So we have 3 to 4 animals ready to go.
3 animals that'll be ready today, another one that'll be ready within a week.
Yeah. So, and then after that, once some others are eaten and doing good, we have some they'll be trickling along, and of course we'll update them on Instagram as they go. But today is kind of a day that you can, if you really wanted, you could technically place an order. But
If that's assuming that you have an enclosure set up. That's one of our requirements. We're going to demand you have an enclosure set up. We explain all of this and how that works in a video on my channel titled How to Buy Reptiles and Amphibians from Emerald Scales, and that'll really detail everything you need to know about how to buy. So if you were planning on placing an order today, but you don't have an enclosure yet, I would not recommend placing an order yet. You will probably just be rejected. So don't place an order until you actually have a full enclosure ready to go and all set up.
we're going to be a little bit picky because these are, animals that need to go to the right places. I feel like 99% of you are 100% caring enough, but we want to take that extra step to make sure you are genuinely prepared, because like I would love to keep a sulcata tortoise right now, but I don't think this room is going to work. But of course we can help work with you through that, so you can contact us or talk to us or whatever through the site or just by usual means.
A big part of that is just because lots of these animals are rescues, right? We want them to be going to good homes, and we don't want them to be going to homes that are anything like the homes that they come out of. And not that we don't trust you, but we also need to remember that our audience might be more than you guys. Like, we might also have people typing in Google searches and finding our animals online that way. And we might have other audience that we don't really know and don't really connect with. So it's nothing personal. It's really just for the safety of the animals. So don't feel bad or anything like that. We're not trying to roast you.
I look so much taller than you right now.
That's what I've noticed. When we sit down, you're taller than me. Like,
Is it this chair?
I think your waist is taller than me, but my legs are longer than yours.
I guess so.
That's what I've decided.
We're constantly beating each other in height back and forth. So I force us to sit so I look superior. What animals do you have available? Here's one right here.
Yeah, I guess we can start going through the animals that we have available. This is a jungle carpet python. Jungle carpet python. It is a male. He is about 1.5 feet, 2 feet-ish. About 10 months old, so quite young. It took us a while to get a medium, but that's only because will only take rats, which is actually pretty good because they're going to need to be switched to rats. And I've heard that sometimes they have issues switching when they're older, but he's already switched. So he takes rats of the obviously appropriate size. I think they were... I don't remember. We'll tell you if you place an order on him. But yeah, he's enjoying rats, enjoying life. Great with handling. He loves to come out and explore. He is nippy, so be warned. He will bite, but if you're gentle with him and you're relaxed like this and kind of let him do what he wants to do, he's often a lot better with handling and a lot more chill. He'll nip at you if you kind of go up in front of him and try to be intimidating and scary, but if you just kind of like let him do what he wants to do, he'll often be really chill. Nippiness is something that's pretty common in jungle python, so it's something you're going to expect no matter where you get your jungle python from.
And then right here, this is the little crested gecko, well, a pretty big crested gecko. He's at least 4 years old. We'll have exact details. I can't remember them all from memory, but he's been super healthy, super chill and laid back. What else is there about crested geckos?
He's got a complete tail, which is nice.
Yeah, that's true. Which his previous owners clearly cared about him and they were doing their thing. Not everything was perfect. He was in a really weird setup, but that's okay because he made it through and he's doing his thing. He's also, this is the first time eating Pangea, which is what a lot of you suggested. So, yeah, he's been able to say goodbye to the flukers. And he had a very easy transition, which I think the food smells good, but I don't know if Ethan agrees.
Ugh, I cannot stand the smell of that thing. If you have a sensitive nose, don't buy this crested gecko.
How much is shipping? So shipping varies completely on where you are. Also remember that for now, we can just do the United States. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. You can still enjoy the animals.
In the future, I can't make any promises, of course, so don't hold me to my word. But in the future, we would like to look into possibly Canada and possibly the UK, at least to start with.
That'd be great if it could work out.
We can't promise anything. We're really sorry about that. It's just shipping internationally is really difficult. But we hope to eventually.
But actual cost, I ignored the question. It really depends a lot. It's like as little as $20 if you're close. And then depending on how heavy and how big the animal, it could be over $100, but yeah, that's trade. Most of the time it'll be not quite that much. We can get some different deals for you and get it as low as possible. But it's definitely more than like buying on Amazon Prime, because we can't exactly do free shipping. But we can give you exact amounts. So basically like $30 and up. There's another question.
Was there another question? I'm not paying attention to the chat.
Well, there's lots of questions.
How much will the animals be? Great question. Jungle pythons can be a little bit more expensive. So this one will be our most expensive animal right now. We're going to be asking $300 to start with. So yeah, we understand it's a little bit expensive, but that's what jungle pythons go for. And they are just more of an intermediate species and not as common. So I'm not too worried about it right now. But say that's a little bit higher than what you're looking for. You're looking for something that's a little bit cheaper and kind of fits your finances better. Well, this crested gecko will be up for $50 to start with. A lot cheaper than the jungle carpet python, but still a wonderful animal. Something I want to talk about with price is when an animal's priced expensively, it's not necessarily because we think it's like worth that. We're not placing worth in the sense of... I don't know how to say this. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Like... Repeat. I wasn't actually listening. I was reading that message. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, there's a super chat.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get to that. Zaj to be... I still can't say it. You've super chatted in the past, so thank you very much. You sent a $10 super chat saying, really proud of you guys. Is it bad that I'm glad I have the flu today?
Because you can stay home and watch.
Because I'd be in geometry. I can't do Patreon, but I want you guys to know you can count on me to help out on streams.
Wow.
That's
Thank
really
you.
nice.
Thank you a ton, man.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, especially when you're sick. Like, I don't want to be nice when I'm sick all the time.
Yeah.
I just want to be by myself and be left alone. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
It's the cost of animals. Oh, yeah, so... What were you saying? I just forgot.
I was trying to word properly, like... Because an animal's $300 does not make it, like, more important than an animal's that's $30.
Oh, yeah.
Like, price is not necessarily equal to the importance of the animal.
It's essentially based on rarity and difficulty to breed them.
Exactly.
Like an animal that produces two babies a year versus an animal that produces 50 babies a month. I don't know if those are real numbers. There's clearly going to be a difference because it's kind of like supply and demand. So
and just how many breeders there are, if there are breeders, how hard it is to keep them, how expensive it is to keep them.
Yeah. We have more than 2 reptiles here. We can only handle so many at once, though. And then the number online will be consistently growing. Well, I guess not growing, but changing, assuming that...
Hopefully it grows eventually.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are these guys. The crested gecko, like I said, will be $50. A lot cheaper than jungle python. So if you're looking for something that's a beautiful animal, wonderful animal, but is not super expensive, this might be your animal.
How much...
Do you want me to switch out?
Sure. We haven't, what's the word? Confirmed leopard gecko prices yet because they're not ready yet. One dude is almost there. And then the other guy is also hopefully almost there. The main problem is he's just not... it looks like he's eaten a little bit, but he hasn't eaten a normal amount. So I want to make sure that he's as perfect as he was before. It's weird, though, because he wasn't fat, but he was a solid size. So it might just be because he's adjusting, or because we had him on a different diet. I don't know. We've tried multiple insects, but it's not like a massive concern, but we're working that out.
Here's one of the other animals that will be listed today. If you might have seen this guy in the live stream that we did last week about the mystery of the map turtle. This was a map turtle that we picked up from a rescue organization at Repticon. And we're going to be selling him, or her, sorry. We didn't know what she was when we first got her, but as we figured out in that stream, she is a false map turtle. A Midwestern false map turtle, actually, so a subspecies of the false map turtle. She is doing excellent. I'm really, really impressed by how well, when you pick up something from a rescue organization, you don't really know what condition they're going to be in. She was in a tub that was muddy and dirty and full of fecal matter. It just wasn't, you don't get a good idea of what kind of animal you're getting when you pick it up from a Repticon. Yeah. And they weren't even really wanted by the rescue organization. It's a little scary, but hey, that's what we're here for, so we took a chance, and we've been really impressed with how well she's adjusted. She doesn't mind coming out and being handled at all. You can see she's outgoing and ready to go and explore. I'll put her down in a second after I'm done showing you. She's eating well, eating very well, loves to bask, is going through all the normal motions of a turtle, has shed perfectly. On her back, just to warn you, there are a few signs of previous shell damage. So just a couple scars, a couple notches, nothing huge, nothing dangerous.
Some battle scars.
And certainly nothing present. Like, she has no issues right now. She doesn't have shell rot. She doesn't have parasites, anything like that right now. She's in wonderful condition right now. But, if you're expecting a pristine, unblemished turtle, that's not what you're going to get with her. But you're going to get a turtle that has a lot of personality and is really, really an awesome, awesome animal.
And then the other question... hey, we got another super chat. Look at that.
Wow.
Zajdabi, you are
the best.
You may or may not be our favorite today. 2 super chat dollars. What's your long-term business plan? I mean, specifically with details, it's kind of based on how it goes. And let's see, what's the best way to summarize it? Basically, if we can get going and it keeps going well, we can just continue to expand and see what animals we can reach or what animals reach us. And depending on how fancy we can get. And we have some other plans which you can talk about if you want.
Before I go there, as far as like long term, like if this really does take off and is successful, I mean, we're considering office space down the road. We're considering a warehouse down the road. Now, this is nothing like in 2 weeks. This is like in 3 years. But, it's a consideration. It's in our minds, and we're thinking about it. This is not going to be a static, just kind of business that just kind of does its thing. We hope to be progressive and constantly growing and expanding.
This is literally our launch date, so who knows what'll happen.
Yeah.
The other question, because people were asking if they could ship animals to us, and then someone asked where we actually get the animals. So we have, various places we can get them. Some will hopefully be coming to us, where they literally ship them to us. Other people have reached out and said, hey, we have this animal, which that's how we got a lot of our other rescues that we're just keeping, Smokey and my ball python, and then... What's his name?
Sven. He's a spinner blast ball python, which, just because I have a spinner blast doesn't mean you should breed spinner blast. I'll do a video on that sometime. That's off topic, though.
Yeah. And then we also just find people that have animals that are ready for new homes, and also just people that are selling the reptiles to begin with.
Yep. This guy, for example, he was from a breeder that was downsizing, and he sold him to us. And he just didn't want him anymore for whatever reason. So he came in good condition. This is the only one of our animals that we wouldn't consider a rescue because he wasn't in any poor conditions, unlike all of the other animals. He was actually in fairly fine conditions, and his only issue was it took him a little while to get him eating, just so we could figure out his patterns and his habits and how to work with that.
He falls more into the rehome category.
Exactly.
And in the future, do you want to directly go into plans with...
do you want to talk about these ones that we haven't mentioned yet?
So,
are you okay with him exploring, or do you want him back in his tank?
Since both turtles are out, maybe. Just slide him back into the tank.
Okay.
He was pretty happy, though. So we have three other animals that... Well, we have a handful of other animals. There's four other animals, which we're like certain that all of them will be ready to sell sooner or later. Who knows? Maybe in February, depending on just how quickly they recover. So we've got 2 ball pythons, which you might have seen. There's the first guy in our first video. I'm sorry, I'm ignoring chat. First guy in our first video that came with a sibling. Unfortunately, the sibling died. Literally.
Siblings.
They got him. It says offline. Okay, it's coming back. As long as they don't close the tab, it'll be fine.
Okay. One egg.
Let us know when you can see us again. I don't know. It might have been my Wi-Fi card. It's coming back, he said. Nope. Oof. Yay, it's back. Are we good? What was I just saying?
We're going to talk about these guys.
Gross poop and smells and stuck urates.
That was this one, the one he was just talking about. So this guy, he was sold to us as a male. We are still learning how to sex. It's still definitely a big process. It's an acquired skill. It's not as easy as I expected.
Oops. And, hey, look at that. We got a super chat. Ironic Toast and a $5 super chat saying, are you guys considering expanding your rescue to non-herps, such as possibly invertebrates? That's a good question. Or, first of all, thank you so much for your support and your super chat. We haven't really gone into that very much for now. Like, in the very soon future, I don't think we plan on anything past reptiles and amphibians. But,
there's a chance long term. We've thrown around the idea of possibly breeding feeder inverts. I'm sure that's not quite what you were thinking of. And one of the plans we want to talk about, we'll talk about this more later, but it's just possibly partnering with other breeders and connectors. And there's a chance we might partner with some people that maybe breed invertebrates, because we don't breed invertebrates ourselves. We don't know a whole lot about them.
I don't even keep them.
Yeah, but there's a possibility we might connect with other people that do and kind of be their distributors and partner up with them.
Got to find the experts of each little animal world.
Exactly. So we were talking about this guy. You can keep on talking more.
Okay.
You can tell that we officially got him properly sexed and everything. Or do you want me to? Are you reading messages?
Oh, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I can finish.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy, so he was sold to us as as a female. We are uncertain in our sexing skills right now. We're getting better. We're practicing. Hopefully we'll have it mastered by the end of a couple months. But she was sold to us as a female. We had it officially sexed by a breeder at Repticon, by several breeders, and it came back that it's a he, it's a male. So that was good to know.
Whoa. Zashtabi is back.
Another one. Wow.
Oh, it hasn't actually popped up on screen yet. It will in a minute. A $10 super chat. Alex, off topic. Are you ever going to get an aquarium? It's really cool, even though you can't handle them. Oh, handle the fish. Says someone who handles snakes daily. Thank you very much for your
You're so generous. Support. We really don't expect this, but we're really thankful, and I don't know how to say that again, because I've said it 3 times today.
I just got ego all over my desk. I've considered aquariums multiple times. What I want to do is, I don't know about Ethan, but I want to convince my family to just help me maintain one and put one in the living room or something, so then it's not all my work.
See, I'm the opposite.
It'll be really fun.
My parents have tried to convince me to partner up with them and do a family aquarium, but I'm just I don't want to share animals.
Guess we have to trade families.
It's the other way around. I don't want to share my aquarium. If I ever got an aquarium, I wouldn't want to share it.
I used to keep goldfish. Well, like, we had a 10-gallon, which I now have a turtle in. And that was like a little tiny goldfish aquarium that we probably got from Petco. So, but I was like 5 years old, so I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Christian Charles Boy. Boy, I think it's French, and pardon my French, because I don't know how to pronounce that. But how would I go about ordering that crested? So we'll actually go into detail on that soon. We'll actually show you exactly how you're going to order. There is an overview video.
Output's low again, sorry. We might go out again. I don't know if they can hear us.
Oh, no. Is catchy.
That's enough.
Blazebird said, Bud, you don't have school today?
I can hear? I can't hear. I can hear. For me, it says output low, and that's not streaming, but it's fine.
We can hear you.
Oh wait, it's back now.
We good right now. You're good.
Iffy first. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry,
we're back.
Interrupted you.
Yeah, just to answer your question about how would you go about ordering the crested, we'll go into detail about how exactly that's going to work and the requirements. We already made a video about it, but we know that not everyone watched the video, so we're going to go into even more detail and explanations about how exactly that's going to be working and what the dynamics of that are. So hang tight, and your question will be answered, I promise. But before that interrupted the other interruption, let me finish talking about this guy. He's a male. He's been officially sexed. He is more than a normal. We know that much. We don't know exactly what he is. Our best guess is a vanilla, so he'll be marketed when he's ready to be sold as a possible vanilla. That's not a for sure. We don't have any breeding records. We don't have any for sures, but possibly a vanilla. He's very close to a normal, so it's hard to exactly tell what he is. Or if he was a pastel, that'd be obvious. Pastels have a very specific set of traits that set him apart from normals. Vanillas are different. The biggest trait that we can find... What?
He said, "Are you shrunk?"
Am I shrunk?
I don't know why. It might be. I think it's the chair. Also, I'm in a bigger chair.
Yes, you are.
Here, can
The
you
man chair.
hold them?
Can I pump my chair up? Nope, not anymore. That's as high as it goes.
Here, let me just put mine down.
I'm the little witch.
I'm too light to lift. There we go. See, now we're at the same height, and I can just lower everything.
But you're lower than me. Like your chair is actually lower. I still think your torso is longer than mine.
Yeah, apparently. Okay.
Am I still shrunk? Okay. Let me try to finish on this guy. I don't know if the stream is picking up that well, but you see that little triangular mark on its head? That's called a head stamp, and that's a distinguishing mark of a vanilla ball python. So that's what we think he might be. But we're not for sure, and he won't be listed as a for sure because I don't think we ever will be.
GV said it's a fire, so we might as well look. Of course, we'll take into consideration all the answers, but
of course,
we've gotten a lot of different ones. Also, thank you so much for your additional $2 in Super Chat.
That's the head stamp, too.
Oh, we got that little head stamp. Here, I can show you this.
This is the head stamp we were talking about. It's apparently the same in vanillas as well, but it looks like fire ball pythons also have it.
So many opinions. So complicated. And then a vanilla for comparison. I feel like the colors match the fire more, but of course there's a lot of variation.
See,
And
this matches it really well, especially with the white outline around the black on the lateral of the ball python.
Assuming this image lines up, because this is just a YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, lots of variation. It's it's not a fire. It's a fire. Vanillas have a light head with a dark spot. Wait. Well, these have dark heads with light spots. There's so much variation between each individual.
Like, if you look at humans are all the same species, but there's a lot of difference between humans, right? It's even harder when you get into snakes, where we're not even looking at the same species, we're looking at subspecies. So you have to remember, this is crazy.
We'll only put definite morphs if we are like 100% sure. No
Exactly.
questions asked. Otherwise, we'll say possible this or possible that.
Exactly. So, yeah, you won't be misled with us, hopefully, because we're going to be very, conservative in our listings of morphs. But anyways, that's about enough for this guy. He's gaining weight, doing well, looking so much better than when we got him. He looks like a much more healthy, especially skin-wise, than he was when we first got him.
Yeah, we used World of Ball Pythons earlier. Oh, I got it. I'll have my hand here for protection. So this is our third ball python, right? Yeah. We've had him for a number of weeks now. I guess, has it been past a month? I'm not sure. Maybe not.
Getting close.
Nearly a month with him. And he was from someone who said that they used to breed ball pythons, but he was oddly quite underweight, which we also talked about in a recent video, if you saw that.
Did we? We filmed it.
Have we not uploaded that one?
No.
Oh, a sneak peek, spoiler to what our next video is, apparently.
Hopefully.
Basically, he is underweight, but it took him 2 weeks to start eating, I think. But now he hasn't missed any meals. Yeah, please don't ask.
Did you say what Morphe is?
Oh, no, I didn't.
This is a pastel ghost. So this one's kind of interesting because pastel is obviously a beautiful morph. It makes everything a little bit prettier. And then ghost is, in other words, hypomelanistic. So it's different than an amelanistic or an albino. It's kind of hard to explain. But regardless, hypomelanistic or ghost is a recessive morph, which makes it even more snazzy because that means it's a lot harder to breed and a lot rare to come across. A lot more rare to come across. Of course, ball pythons, nothing's rare anymore, but you get what I'm trying to say. He is a gorgeous dude, and I think will look really pretty once he's filled himself out a little bit, gained some grams. And he'll be a lot bigger, too, because you can tell from his length he should be, even though he's not, like, incredibly thin, you could tell he should be a lot thicker when you look at his length. So, yeah.
Question, do you sell baby snakes? I'm looking for a baby ball python. Well, since we're not breeding anything right this second, we can't promise what we will and won't have. We do have a pretty young ball python, not quite ready, which we just showed in the video. Output just went down again.
You can talk about that.
Oh, yeah. Let me wait for the video to go back up.
Would it be bad for me to run to the restroom in the middle of the stream?
No, that's fine, because we're low right now anyway.
Okay, great. Then I'll get the leopards.
Can you hear me yet? Can you hear me now? Go harping, Discord. Let me know what's happening. Can you hear me? It's not. It isn't down. It's for me. It says here. I can even show you. For proof. See that red line right there? It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth streaming. Oh, it just says you'll experience buffering. So that might be what's happening. Let me pull. Let's see. There we go.
We up again?
People are saying it's fine. Oh, okay. Now it just switched.
Okay. Should I pull up the leopards?
Sure. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, baby snake. So we have that one really young ball python. Hopefully he'll be ready soon. He's not like a hatchling or anything. He's
2 years.
Yeah. I guess it's not a baby.
No.
It's like a subadult or juvenile.
Subadult.
Basically, it'll be a surprise for you and me. So next topic in our book is
Wait, that's the wrong gecko.
one of our breeding possibilities with my ball python and his ball python. Sunny's ready to go. We've sexed him just to be sure. And so he's ready to make us some children. However, Ethan's ball python Sheila is still a bit underweight because she's really weird about eating sometimes.
She's not underweight.
Yeah,
She's not big enough to breed yet.
Oh yeah, I meant underweight to breed.
She's She's
very healthy.
She's below the minimum weight needed to breed. Like she's a perfect weight as she is. She's just growing at a slower rate. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't mean to offend Sheila. I'm sorry if you're watching, Sheila. We need an Emerald Scales Discord. Well, it would just be like a copy of our current one, because it'll be mostly the same people, right?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get a leopard gecko.
Ignore Ethan and his shenanigans. That is, I don't know if Ethan cares if I say this, but our like official business communication platform is Discord. It may be made for gaming, but it's multi-purpose. I'm ignoring your questions about a certain YouTuber that is on this platform that just passed 1 million subscribers on purpose. Because that's not our focus. Brian Barczyk.
He's been past 1 million for like a week, though, hasn't he?
Yeah. Or I don't know. I guess he is.
It's been a little while.
Well, I mean, in the end, our opinions don't really matter at all. It's buffering. Yeah, it's also confusing because of the delay, so we don't know like when it's whatever. But we're making it work.
Your Discord is interesting, says Ironic Toast.
Thank
You are very right, and there's a reason I left the Go Herping Discord. I won't say any more. You can go and explore for yourself if you're curious.
We're abandoned. Yeah.
Next animal we want to give you some updates on are the leopard geckos. You will have seen these if you watched the video on my channel, the latest Emerald Scales video on my channel, about... What was it about? Oh yeah, top 5 reasons leopard geckos are awesome pets. So go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But here's the 2 leopard geckos that were featured in the video.
The runaway, which we never actually lost.
You'll get that if you go see the video. Oh boy. So this guy is just a Mac Super Snow. Fairly common gene in leopard geckos, or fairly common morph in leopard geckos, but still pretty cool. Interesting colors. I don't know what he looks like to your eyes, but to me he looks kind of pinkish, and I like it a lot.
I see a little pink, maybe. And then this is the other. This is a normal leopard gecko, but she's super healthy. She's been eating, and I'm out of shot, and she's trucking along, and yeah.
She's doing really well, and she'll probably be for sale within the next week or 2.
See, she was the one I was considering keeping, but it's like I already have a handful of animals, and I already have a leopard gecko, so I don't want to like mess up the opportunity for her to have a lot more focus on her, I guess you could say. So I don't know, maybe that's the person I'll have to call personally and interrogate you. No, I shouldn't scare you with it, because obviously it's fine, and I'm sure you'll be ready. Connecting in 1 second. Reconnection successful.
Again from the Zus. He is insane. Is he like rich or something? He must be rich.
Are we going now?
Hello.
Okay. We're good.
Yay.
Additional $2 from Saz should be thank you very much. It's like sounding less genuine every time I say it, just because I don't know how to make it sound any better. But I really
Can you go
appreciate it.
herping a lot more this summer? I'm trying. I wish he would. He's veering away from the way of the light, from the good path.
My rebrand wasn't the perfect name, so.
It wasn't you rebranded and then your content changed.
Yeah, my content changes like every 6 months. It's been pretty consistent for last year though, but I definitely still enjoy it. I try to be outside as much as possible when it's warm. I avoid the cold.
I'll drag him out on some herping things, but there will probably be more herping videos on my channel if that's something you're interested in.
That's true. We just have to, like Ethan said, we just need to trade names.
Although my name wouldn't work very well for yours either.
Yeah.
Mine's more adventure-based. Anyways.
I will be honest, I considered just changing it to Alex Green before, but...
I would not like that, please. You're turning more and more into a mediocre YouTuber.
The mediocre YouTubers might be watching.
What?
The mediocre YouTubers might be watching.
Yeah, I'll just stop watching your videos.
I just did a monitor update yesterday, technically in the stream. If you want to see that, I was like 15 minutes in or something.
Anyone have any specific questions on emerald scales anymore? Or shall we? Yeah, or the geckos. If not, we'll go ahead and move on to how exactly you're going to be...
Oh, that was a question. How old are the geckos?
Let's open our records.
Yeah, I shouldn't ask. I mean, I should have mentioned it before we pulled it out. There's a lot of numbers to keep track of here. I think it is, right? We're scrolling through our files. And my stomach's making noises.
We have professional records like professional people. Okay, so this guy, exact date of birth is unknown. The owner had him for 4 years. I think it's probably safe to assume she's not much older than 4 years because she's full of life, very active, very healthy, does not show any signs of age. She seems like she would be right about 4 years.
Yeah, she's like the most alert gecko I've ever held. Yosemite.
And we don't know about the date of birth of this guy, but once again, he is very full of life. That's one of the things when you're dealing with rescues. We're not always going to have exact dates for you, unfortunately.
I don't even know how old a lot of my animals are.
So that's just part of the thing with rescues. So just, expect that we're selling rescues, not necessarily bred animals. But we're not going to sell you anything if it's like going to die tomorrow. We're not just going to do that because we're nice people.
Yeah.
Tarzan Jr., yes I am. Thank you very much, David Santiago.
What is the date plan for the website to go up? In like a half an hour, maybe less. That's why we're here.
You want to go ahead and show off ordering? And how
Sure.
That's going to work?
Might be easier without geckos
Yeah,
here.
I'll go take them away.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye to the Gecks. Franklin's curious about what's in the box.
Yeah, so with pricing, with like selling and adopting, we essentially match the prices to those that you can find elsewhere based on the species, the morph, the approximated age, the sex, the what else? Just the overall health. Like they're only going to be 100% healthy. Of course, some might have some signs of previous damage or something, but
And I'm hoping eventually we get some special cases of like a real rescue, something that's gonna live a different life than another animal. Like we have been contacted recently about somebody with someone that looks like with a ball python that looks like it has a jaw deformity. Something like that is going to be a rescue. It's never going to be up to the normal health of a ball python just because it was born with this deformity. There's nothing we can do about that.
there's lots of variation.
Yeah, with something like that, what we're going to do is probably try to find a very specific home. Probably someone we're going to communicate with a lot to make sure they understand how to care for it and how to feed it. Assuming we can work it up to a place where it's actually eating and feeding stably. So
And
those will be very specific cases and will not be sold like normal animals.
additional $5 super chat from Ironic Toast.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much. Are you afraid of getting too attached to some of your rescues? Excuse my peasant money. Yes. Well, the answer is yes, but
This guy already caved in and almost bought one of our animals.
I think the only thing stopping me is knowing that because I already have my animals I can enjoy. Of course, I mean, I'll probably end up with some animals in the future, but the more we get rid of, or like the more we sell or rehome, the more we can take in and help, and they can also have like more attention put on them.
Exactly.
So yes, but I'm able to look at the pros more, and
At least for now. I'm sure we'll cave in sooner or later with at least a few of the animals.
feel free to spam me with pictures of your animals after you get them. I would love to be updated if you have any desire to.
And like especially if they're nice pictures and the animals look like doing well, like that could be totally stuff we could post on social media. Just
Get yourself some shout outs.
Especially since these are animals that people have seen in videos and photos, and it's just like, oh, cool to see that these animals are still doing well.
I also thought it'd be really fun
definitely.
to see you unboxing the animals. Like
Yes.
if
If you ever wanted, like, of course there's no requirement, but if you ever wanted to like film it and send this to us, and we could probably put that in a video, like that'd be so cool.
Or we could just have like a whole page featuring unboxings of our animals.
Exactly.
Or something.
Yeah.
Something fun to kind of like, because I don't want to sell you the animal and be like, okay, that's it, bye. But I like keeping the connections with people that take the animals.
Definitely. Okay, I guess it's time to show how to order.
Yeah.
And how that works.
How do you make a half land, half water tank? Acrylic and silicone. I've tried a few times without. I tried using hot glue and super glue. Neither of those worked. You pretty much have to use silicone, and there's tutorials for it. Yeah.
Ethan, your hair is luxurious and imbued with magic and spells. You just want to see some flowiness, some
That could
beauty.
be like the background of the website, just a flowing image of the locks.
Okay, what are we doing?
I guess we can show how to order now. Seeing if I missed any big questions. Would you like to take over and pull it up, or let's see.
Whatever you want.
Got to choose what we're gonna show first.
I don't know how to work OBS, so I'm gonna leave it for you.
Okay. Well, here I can visit the site. What's the best way to do this?
I would go into preview mode and
Yeah.
screen share. Don't show everything. Just go to the Herps page.
We can't give it all away yet. Am I good here?
Yep. So here's your first glance
Whoops.
at what the website's going to be looking like. This is exciting to kind of show you guys this.
Let me move us down here. There we go. Even though now we're looking down, but whatever.
So your first glance at what the website's gonna be looking like. So this is not the homepage. This is the Herps page. We'll let you explore the homepage on your own in the future. But let's say you signed on and you want to buy yourself the crested gecko, like someone was asking. You're gonna go ahead and just simply click on the crested gecko. Boop. Here it'll give you all the information you need to know about the animal. You'll notice here we have. You want to move your mouse over it, or do you want me to take the lead?
Yeah, you can do it. I can zoom out if you want.
We have the animal ID. So our orders are not going to be authentic, or not authentic. They're not going to be orthodox orders where you place the order, you enter in your money, and then we send the animal up to you. There's going to be some processing of verification to make sure you're an appropriate home for the animal. That's what this animal ID is for. It's going to be just to help you place the order and for us to know exactly what kind of animal you're getting. So this crested gecko, its animal ID is #005, or 005 will suffice. This is key to this animal. It's sort of like a serial code. I don't like to call it that because animals are not products. They're living creatures and desire much higher standards than products. But that's basically what this is going to operate as.
It's the social security number.
Exactly.
For reptiles, that isn't very private.
Exactly. Crested gecko, blah, blah, blah. So you say you want to order it. You click that, and it'll take you to an order page. This will tell you all about what you need to do before you order. Before ordering an animal, it's imperative that you, A, understand all the husbandry and requirements of the animal. That's important. B, have a fully functional enclosure. We are going to ask for some photos on your functional enclosure before we actually send it off to you. So you can't just say, oh, yeah, I have an enclosure if you don't really have one. Please be honest. It's not too much to ask. These are living creatures. C, be prepared for overnight shipping costs, which may vary depending on location. We already talked about that a little bit. And D, you must be 18 or older, or have your parents' permission. One or the other. Just have them help you out. That's all we ask. We're happy to answer any question you may have regarding the care of the animal, but it is imperative that these questions be asked and answered before placing an order. Here's your order form. You're going to enter in your full name, email, and shipping address. This is where that order code that we talked about is going to come in. This is where you're going to enter that, so we know exactly what animal you're getting. If you remember, the crested gecko was...
Oh, was it not 5?
Oops. No, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I just wanted to show them exactly what we were looking at. So if we go back to the crested gecko page, crested gecko, order number, or animal ID, 005, 005, order page.
Also, if you do have questions...
Animal code.
Some of you have been emailing my
005.
email. I would suggest contacting us through the actual Emerald Scale site because we have 2 people to work through that email because it's a separate inbox, so you don't, get lost in my personal email.
Yep, we can look at contact in a second. So yeah, pretty simple. Blah, blah, blah. Terms and conditions, if you so want to read them. By pressing confirm, you agree to these terms and conditions. And then you'll place the order. Then at that point, we will contact you. We'll have your email address, and we will contact you and let you know price of shipping, firstly. And then B, we will check to make sure you have an enclosure. We'll ask for some photos. Keep in mind, this is the tricky part. And we don't want to be mean, but we also want to keep things running. You're going to have 24 hours to respond with a photo. So if you don't have an enclosure set up and you're trying to scramble at the last minute, unless you can somehow scramble a good enclosure in 24 hours, you're going to be moved on, especially if there's other orders pending. So if we get 3 orders for the crested gecko after we launch, and say the first 2 orders don't have any enclosures ready within 24 hours, then they're going to be passed over, and if the third one does, then it'll be sold to him. Now, if you're the only order and there's no other orders pending, we don't mind waiting because there's no other orders pending. But once there's another order comes in, we're going to favor that if they have their stuff ready before you do, if that makes sense. And that's just to make sure things are rolling. We are not trying to come across mean, not trying to boss you around. We just want the animals to have good homes. Do you want to add anything to that?
Let's see what else. If any of it sounds like, I don't know, overwhelming or you're scared or anything, we're just here to, get the animals to get home. So we're more than we're not super angry and mean, hopefully. So feel free to just reach out, and we're happy to work stuff out with you, figure out concerns or issues you may have. So I don't want you to feel super rushed or super pressured. Yeah. Because we'll make it nice and chill for you.
Yep. Help page, you can see all our contact information. Email, contact@emeraldscales.com. Da-di-da-di-da. If you need to email us, use this. Or you could just enter in your stuff here. Same thing. It's going to go to the same place. Whatever you prefer. Whatever's easier for you. We do have phone support. 805-235-7277. Please only send genuine questions to this number. We don't need just if you want to interact with us and say like, oh hey, how's it going, or send us pictures of your animals, please, we want that. But if you could limit that maybe to social media, direct messages, or other things, or even email, we're fine with that with email. But since the phone, it's so busy and it's a phone that we use a lot, we just ask that you would only keep that to business inquiries. So if you have questions about care of the animal, totally fine for this. If you have questions about how the animal is going to be shipped, totally fine for this. If you want to send me a picture of how your leopard gecko is doing nice and chill, then send that either via email or social media, direct message, whatever you want. Just keep this for business inquiries only. We definitely want to interact with you other ways, but not via call or text.
It's just for the sake of efficiency. Like, if you think about it, if you're trying to contact us because you're getting an animal and then you're not getting a fast enough response because this other person is showing us their really cool animals, we'll kind of get backed up. So keeping them separate is really helpful to us.
Very much so. So we appreciate that. We have a P.O. box. Send us whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. The one thing we do...
Send us legal things, please.
Yeah. Contact us before you send us live animals. Live animals can't be sent to a P.O. box, and we don't check it like every single day. That's dangerous. It's illegal. It's not okay. We do, if you have a rescue that needs a new home, contact us via text or email. We will work with you on that, but you cannot send it to the P.O. box. Please.
Same thing the other way. We can't send your animals to P.O. boxes, but I mean,
Exactly.
I don't see any reason that you would need it to be.
Then we just do have this video on how to buy animals from Emerald Scales, and that'll just go over all that stuff again, kind of all the stuff we just talked about. Pretty simple. But if you ever need to, review or we're not making sense here, go check it out. And if that's still not making sense, shoot us a text, shoot us an email, whatever. And then terms and conditions, you're welcome to scroll through these, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to read all those out to you because this is not a lecture.
So currently we cannot do internationally, unfortunately. Can't say yes or no for sure if it's a possibility in the future, but currently starting out, getting ourselves rolling, we're United States only. I'm sorry.
We really wish we could, but it's just not that simple yet.
Stay updated, and we'll let you know what we can figure out.
Y'all describing some CIA stuff. Phone
else?
number. That's a mistake.
We'll find out.
We shall find out.
We regret everything. Just
How do you know a photo isn't
nice.
fake or used enclosure for another snake they have? Yeah, there's going to be some risk. We're going to do the best I can. I don't know if you know, but you can search images on Google. So if they just ripped it right off of Google, we'll be able to find that out pretty well. But, it's a bit of trust. When I bought Sheila, they didn't necessarily know I was the perfect owner, but we also love the animal trade and we want to continue to grow it. So there's going to be a leap of faith no matter how we do that. And there's going to be some risk there, but people took risk when they sold animals to us, and we're not going to let that stop us. We're going to do more than most, but we're not going to be Nazis about it.
If we really wanted, if we were like, this seems a little fishy, I don't know, we could have them put a little OK hand in the image or something, but generally I have some pretty decent trust in the majority of the reptile community, so we'll do what we can to just make it as smooth as possible. There's no 100% guarantee, unfortunately, because people are very sneaky, but we're going to do our best, and yeah, because that's about it. I guess you can give us ideas, too, on different little vetting ideas. Okay.
Anything else to talk about?
Let's see.
Any other questions regarding, is this all making sense? Please let us know if we're being confusing. We don't mean to be.
So how many people are here?
Finger.
Yeah, that works too, I guess. So you're the first little 77 group of people that get to see it.
Yeah.
And like I said, only a little group of animals there soon. They'll be popping on within the next couple weeks, hopefully. Or, I don't know, maybe longer. I can't promise any specific times.
That's one of the things with running a rescue. Nothing's ever set in stone or as much on schedule as if you're breeding. So you're just going to have to give us some grace in that a little bit.
Because it's possible it could be like zero inventory at some point, but
hopefully not.
I think, because if we really wanted, I feel like we could get even more animals here, but we want to
we want to see how it goes.
See how fast animals go if we get all three inquiries today, or if we get none for 2 weeks.
The worst thing we want is to get a bunch of rescues and then not being able to care for them all properly because we have too many of them. So we're taking it slow a little bit at the beginning, but hopefully we'll start picking up.
Feel free to spread the word about us if you want.
Social media, whatever. Please. We would appreciate it.
Yeah, amphibians too. That's fine.
Yeah, we hope to sell amphibians sooner or later. We just don't have any yet.
I always use amphibian. Seems like a less popular word. It's so discriminatory of me. When I say reptile, sometimes I just mean reptile and amphibian. Because not everyone knows what the word herp is, but we should use the word amphibian more, or at least I should.
I like the word amphibian.
Yeah,
it's a fun word to say.
Like if you're making YouTube videos, something I noticed is the term amphibians is a lot less search friendly. It's like people search the word less, people interact with the word less, people like connect to it emotionally less. Marketing is very weird. You send all the Zoom Ed balloons you want. I'm not stopping you. Yeah, so we're possibly going to breed in the future. That would be great. Which we talked about that earlier. I don't know if we should repeat ourselves a bunch.
Amphipathic. That's different than amphibious, but that's also a fun word. If you don't know what that means, that is a substance that has one end that is hydrophobic and one end that is hydrophilic.
Leave your favorite word in the chat.
Yeah, favorite word. Could I send you a picture? Of course. Send us whatever you want. Just don't text it, please.
You don't even have to give us $2 to send us pictures of hermit crabs.
Although we certainly appreciate it, yeah. Okay. Anything else needs to happen? Or are we ready to go live?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. I was like, oh, are we done streaming? I'm good if you are. I'm going to get my LaCroix, though.
You're going to get your what?
My LaCroix in the fridge.
Oh, he's getting a LaCroix. This is a big moment, guys.
I'm losing my voice.
It's important.
I have to keep it cold.
Favorite word is dystestablistarianism. Wow. Basal metabolic rate. Serendipity.
Abby said moist. I was going to say moist.
Toe.
Or thought.
Hippopotamonstrossequipedaliophobia.
How do I donate my favorite dumb, thick YouTubers? If you see below the chat, there's a little happy face and then a little $sign. If you want, you can hit the $sign and give us your life savings. Don't, please.
Best way to find the lost corn snake. What's your house's temperature like?
Wait, is it lost right this second? Are you watching the stream instead of looking, or is this just preparation for the future? Because we give lots of details, or just give general stuff for the future.
Herpetology. Okay, corn snakes. I'd set up a light. If he's missing for a couple days, I'd set up a light somewhere and make him a nice basking spot and hope he comes back to it. If that doesn't work, leave some food there maybe. Just mess around with it.
And try to cover cracks in the room.
Idiosyncratic, said Christian Charles Zebois. Tell me, am I pronouncing this right? Charles Bois?
Charles Bois? I took French for 4 years and I still don't know any French.
Charles Bois? Is that correct? Charles Bois? Please answer me so I know if I got it right.
A lot fancier than green.
What's with...
I'll say thank you so much for your $2.
Yes, thank you very much. Chummy. That's a word.
Make a vid on what to do if your dumb thick gecko drops his dumb thick tail.
No, unfortunately, no hablas español. I took 3 years of it, and I still suck at it. I wish I could speak it, but I'm not very good at it.
It takes a pro to fail French as much as I did.
He was lost on vacation by Housewatch.
Well, good luck either way.
Yeah, set up a light. That's what I would do.
And remember that they can fit in places much smaller than you think they could.
Yes.
So don't skip any spot just because you're oh yeah, he can't fit in there. Check everywhere. Don't underestimate your little corn snake. Okay, I'm sorry, Franklin.
Okay, are we ready to go live? If there's no more questions,
sure.
We will go ahead and go live. It's French and stupid. Pronounced like Charlebois. That's what. Did I have it right? I think I did. So. Charlebois. I like that. That's a cool name. It's not a stupid name. French words are so much fun. I would love to name one of my animals a French name just to say French names when I talk about my animals because they're so much more fun to say once you get them down. Okay. Go ahead. I'll let you do the honors.
Oh, okay.
Of making us live.
So,
do you want to screen share first?
Sure. Hold on, let me zoom out.
So we just need to delete the...
Yeah. This might be more momentous for us than you, but you
This
can
is
enjoy it
exciting
too.
for us.
Here's our coming soon page. This is what you currently see at emeraldscales.com. We're gonna delete this page. We don't need it anymore. Or actually, all I need to do is set this. Wait, settings. Boop.
Delete the coming soon just to make sure we're good. Okay, here's the home page. And publish.
We use Wix, by the way. I like Wix. I have an affiliate code somewhere if you want to use it, but I don't know where it is. It's kind of annoying sometimes. I think we're good. Let's test
Publish.
it. You already hit it.
Oh, you did. Nope. It didn't go yet. We're getting there.
The little check mark came up.
Maybe it takes a second to load. We're trying.
There we go.
Yes, we are live. If you want to come take a look at our animals, feel free. Here's the home page. We'll give you a little tour. We've got some nice little sliders here. Crested gecko for $50. Jungle carpet python. And map turtle. By the way, map turtle price. He's the cheapest of our animals right now. So if you want something that's smaller, map turtle is a
That's
nice...
cheaper, not smaller.
Yeah, not smaller, sorry. Smaller in price. Map turtle is not a bad price at all. Nice and easy. So we kind of have a variation for like whatever sort of your financial situation is.
I hate Wix. It ruined web design for me. See, I learned HTML. I taught myself HTML. Am I saying that right?
We already got a message from our website.
And CSS, and I was like, hey, maybe I should start web designing for people. But I was like, oh wait, there's all these cheap sites that do it. So I do think coding is pretty fun sometimes, but
Thank you, Ironic
Yeah.
Toast. We appreciate it. Congrats to you for being a nice person.
thank you.
I'm all over
That's my
that
favorite
site.
GIF of me vaping a Reptifogger in like 2014.
Hey, Charles Lebois sent us a thank you.
By the way, most of the time we're not gonna publicize emails.
Yeah, but
Or
he
ever.
was just super chatting, so
Yeah.
I like him enough.
Read our privacy policy. Which we kind of skimmed over the terms of service, but it's literally
Feel
like
free to read
the
it.
same as basically any other site. So,
Rat crawlers, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Puff the pancake
Rat
reminded
crawler.
me. Searching for typos. Oh no, you'll probably find some. Please procure a mud or musk turtle. We hope to eventually.
no, yeah. We can't. It's not like we're keeping secrets from you. We literally
Yeah.
have no idea what we're gonna end up with.
Where's the website link? I can't. Let's post it. EmeraldScales.com. I'm sorry, we did not tell you what that was.
We just assume you know everything.
Oh, sorry, Imcrixa. I'm sorry. Please get better.
Oh,
Sleep
that's
well.
Michael. Don't leave us. But also thank you.
Yeah.
I like this website. Oh, thanks.
Is the map turtle female or male? Well, let's find out. I'll show you how that works. Oh, hang on.
You're gonna like get our hopes up every 2 minutes.
What was I gonna do? You can go to Herbs. You can go look at the map turtle. And she is a female. We got a messenger question that I won't say out loud.
Are you gonna provide care sheets? So I already have I'm rewriting mine actually. We don't have like care sheets set up yet, but we can at least supply you with everything that you need. And then if not, answer questions or whatever.
This wasn't a thank you. He placed an order on the Crested Gecko.
Hey, look at that.
We already have an order from. I don't know if I should say it.
Yeah, don't say it.
But we have a first order, so, you know, this is one of those things where we'll contact you. You know who you are, who just placed an order. Yeah, we're
We'll get
making
down to
progress
business.
already.
Unfortunately, we want to be as fast as possible, but we can't respond while we're streaming.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Actually, I noticed a little blooper right there that URL is wrong. Well, it's a work in progress, but pretty much everything is working fine.
Why would that be an issue? I mean, it's just not complete. Like, people aren't going to be
True.
typing in URLs.
Well, we could just set it to 008, and then it's all
It should
clean
be.
and
We can fix it later.
yeah. We
What
probably
is the
shouldn't
order
give
for?
any details.
Yeah, that's privacy policies. You can always mention me. Okay, he gave us a permission. Charles Lebois just placed an order on the crested gecko.
Yeah, well, who knows? So there's some people that have been preparing for like the crested gecko for like a month, or not a month, a couple weeks. I have no idea who's who, of course. So we're going through our same vetting process. There's no like first day special where you don't have to go through anything.
It's going to be first come, first serve is how we're going to operate. So if whoever sends out the order first will get served first, assuming they have the enclosure set up. If they don't, we'll move on to the next person.
Yeah, super. People have been like keeping track of what we have on Instagram, and they're like, okay, I'm going to prep for this. And people are dedicated. But, yeah.
This is exciting. I'm going to pull up the crested gecko.
Allow said I would donate again, Alex, like I did yesterday, but I have 84 cents in my checking account.
Please don't feel pressure.
Please don't feel bad at all. It's just you being here is enough to make me happy. But thank you for the thought.
Can you see the mic? Well, I can't.
Oh, hold on. He's been blessed by my hair.
You call him Blast?
He's been blessed by my hair.
Oh. I thought you named the crested gecko. What was I going to do? I thought I was going to grab something. I don't remember now.
Okay, so... see what else? We pretty much went over all the topics.
Yeah, we can always end whenever.
Yeah. He's...
Whatever works.
I don't know where to grab him.
He's right on top. Look in the stream, you can see.
It's mirrored. Oh, there we go. There. Any last questions? We're pretty much done. How long have we been going? I don't know. Oh, an hour it looks like.
Nice.
That was about our target time here.
Yeah. Well, we are so excited. We hope you are too. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I can't tell you how excited we are. And just all the support we've gotten has been amazing. Thank you so much. From everything, just from watching the videos, to the super chats, to being around, to just dropping encouraging comments and words and everything. All of the above. We really, really appreciate it. And
So,
we hope we've measured up to your expectations and hopes.
Moving forward, we'll just keep giving you our updates, keep making videos, keep
Yeah.
announcing stuff, new animals.
That's something you
seeing
can do.
animals go.
Like even just continuously, like email us ideas for videos, please. By all means, we would love to hear what you guys are looking for.
Let's see. Now it's just a lot of random messages. I think we're out of questions.
70% of Emerald Skills income is being used for Starbucks. That is not true. That is a lie. Alex is the only one that wastes a ton of money on Starbucks. I use gift cards that I got for Christmas.
I just refreshed my account, an extra $25. It's the limit, okay? It's the minimum.
Oh gosh, he's gonna.
The fan is very soft. It stops with like nothing.
What if he's like electrocuted?
Well, actually, he could technically shock the PC, but the PC won't shock him.
Oh, that's good.
He could have just ruined my $500 graphics card, though.
Under the correction, yeah, 15 to 20 years sounds right. That's what I've heard before as well. To answer your question, Owen 323424. Reconnection successful. Not successful. Successful.
Once we get tell us if you can see us, and then once we do, we can. Oh wait.
Oof, they did. Got it.
Okay. It's thinking time.
I want to see if Dylan responded asking if it was time. Nope. Dylan, tell us what animal you're talking about. We can answer your question, I promise. I guess we can just talk about all the animals. Turtles, you're just going to have to play it by ear if you're going to house a turtle with another turtle. Some will get along fine, some will not. Some will fight with each other, which is not good. So just play it by ear and be prepared to move it to a different enclosure if you need to. Crested geckos, do you know if males can be housed together? I don't
Males
think
should
they
not
can.
be housed together.
Yeah, I don't think crested geckos should be housed together. And
even different sizes is dangerous.
I guess it's no for almost all of them, except for possibly the map turtle.
Yeah.
Pythons, almost all snakes should never be housed together. So certainly not this guy. There's a few exceptions, but that's not what we're talking about right now. So I'll be quiet. None of these should be housed together, male or female, whatever. They should not be handled together.
Males just never get along in the reptile world. Anyway.
Sometimes turtles do.
Overviewing with patrons. ZashGB, thank you so much for your multiple messages. I don't know if I need to repeat messages. We pretty much answered them all. Ironic Toast, thank you so much for your generous donations today. Christian Charlebois, thank you so much for your thing and your super chats.
And your order.
And did I miss anyone?
Ironic Beast? Or Toast?
Ironic Toast, yeah. I already said that,
Okay.
I think.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for being here and watching this, even though it's the middle of a school day. We appreciate the support. And we love you guys. I hope you love us too.
Okay. Bye.
See you later.